Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we are comparing these two $30 baitcasters, the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster and the Shakespeare Agility. At the end of this video, you'll find out which one's better, so stay tuned. Alright, so as I said in the last clip, I'm going to be comparing these two $30 baitcasters, which both retail for the same price at Walmart. So to start off, we're going to start off with the Shakespeare Agility. So right off the bat, a lot of the components of the Shakespeare Agility are made of plastic. If you look here, the drag is made out of plastic, as well as the button and the handles. So also what I want to talk about is the braking system and the dial right here. It's not as accurate as other baitcasters that you could buy, like the Shimano Cannon or the one right here, Granite Outdoors, but that's pretty common with cheap baitcasters. So these are both the same gear ratio, 6:3 to 1, but this one is just a lot slower and feels a lot slower than the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster. So compared to the two, this one is a 3-bearing system compared to 6-bearing system right here. So on the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster, not all of it is made out of plastic, but being made out of plastic makes it feel a lot more heavier in the hand and on the rod. It just makes it like a heavier reel and makes it more difficult to use when you would fish with it if you were fishing it on a heavy rod like the Berkley Cherrywood. Whereas the Shakespeare Agility is actually very light. I don't have an exact of how much it weighs. I don't have an exact amount, but it is a very lightweight reel. So being that it's made out of plastic, it is probably very lightweight for its plastic components, whereas this is metal, so it's a little heavier. Also, as I said before, the dials are not as accurate as other reels would be. You can't cast very far with this one. I fished these both with the same line and the same rod, and this one just feels a lot more cheaply made and less expensive. It doesn't feel high quality as would the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster. Now, a lot of people hate on the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster because it is made by Walmart, and Granite Outdoors makes some pretty cheap stuff. But I have to say, this one is a lot better than the Shakespeare Agility. This one has more comfortable grips. The only problem with this is how the dial is metal, and how not just the dial, but a lot of the baitcaster is made out of metal, so it's very heavy. The dials are a little more accurate than the Shakespeare Agility dials, and that's because all cheap reels will probably be a little bit less accurate than you would say the Shimano Cannon or a more expensive reel. But they're both like low profile. They're not like big and hefty like all the way up here. They're low profile wheels, so they feel a lot more better in the hand, I guess you could say, but that's just because I have small hands. So as I said before, a lot of this is made out of plastic, a lot of this is made out of metal, but if I had to choose between the two, I'd have to choose the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster because it's just higher quality, it casts further, and when you cast, it doesn't make like a weird sound, whereas if you cast with this one, if you cast with the Shakespeare Agility, I'll link a video right here, and I'll show you that the Shakespeare Agility goes when you cast it, so it's very cheaply made. I would not recommend the Shakespeare Agility. I would definitely recommend the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video so more anglers will see this if they're looking for new baitcasters or just a lineup, or maybe even their first baitcaster. I definitely, as I already said, recommend the Granite Outdoors Baitcaster. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching.